Yeah. Oh, we are called to order. Take the roll call.
Yes. Trustee Guyer.
Here.
Trustee Spurling.
Here.
Trustee Lee.
Here.
Trustee Youngerman.
Here.
Trustee Marisak.
Here.
And Trustee Betzinger.
Here.
All right, since Matt is not here, we need to nominate a president pro tem for the meeting.
Nominate Denny.
Okay. Denny?
What? Okay.
And Jeff will run the meeting like he usually does.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. We are
Well,
good.
Best move on that is I don't have a job.
That's okay, we'll get you through it.
Need to make a statement that we're doing it remote for COVID.
Okay, we had a roll call. We'll start with the, how about
Minutes.
anybody there to talk for 2 minutes?
We have to say that we are doing this meeting remote because of COVID. So we have some in person, some remote. We received no emails or phone calls for public participation, and we have nobody in the audience tonight. So
All right.
our next item on the agenda is Plan Commission items. So I will turn those over to Jared.
Did we have a consent agenda? Do we
Yeah,
have a
that would,
consent- Don't we have a consent agenda?
yes, we do. But we'll do it right after Jared talks, because he's on the screen now.
Eh,
That's all right. If you want to continue with the consent agenda first.
I'll make a motion
I
to
can wait.
accept the consent agenda.
Second.
Trustee Marisak.
Eh,
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
Yep.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
And Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Yes,
And Trustee Lee. Sorry.
yes.
Thank you.
All right, Jared, go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. Before you this evening, the first two items on the agenda are in regards to a special use amendment request from Grandma's Table. As you may remember, last year, Grandma's Table installed an outdoor dining area in association with their restaurant. Due to the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, they did receive authorization in conjunction with our temporary outdoor dining expansion policy that the village board approved earlier in the pandemic as a response. They did locate the temporary outdoor dining facility and then decided that they would like to expand their outdoor dining. So they've applied for the special use to expand that outdoor dining area. They have done some of the improvements already. They do have a couple outstanding items to work on, of course, pending the approval of the village board. With that, I'd ask if you have any questions.
Anybody? I know both they and
Done already?
Poor Boys both were very happy being outside. They had customers when they needed it, and they both decided they needed expansion of that, so. Any other questions on that? If not, I need a motion.
So I'll make the motion to approve. This is for approval of the recommendation, correct?
Oh, I see.
So moved.
Second.
Sounds- Next.
I need to call the roll. Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger. Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
And Trustee Lee.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jared, what's next? Sam?
All right, thank you very much. The second two items, excuse me, items C and D on the agenda are very,
Wait, we got to do an ordinance. We got to do an ordinance.
Recommendation, now we need to approve the ordinance.
apologize.
Reading of the ordinance.
Oh, okay.
Is the ordinance, is it first reading or are we actually voting tonight?
It's first reading.
First read.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm moving on to item C. This is also the Plan Commission recommendation for Poor Boys Pub. It's very similar. They had success with the temporary outdoor dining under the COVID-19 pandemic response that the village board had. They have located their outdoor dining underneath an existing overhang of the building. It is on the north side of their building. The plan commission voted 5-0 to recommend this for approval to the village board. With that, they still have some improvements to make pending village board approval. With that, I'd ask if you have any questions.
I do.
Jared, I have a question. When I read through it, just to make sure correctly, I did see that they are going to put up some fencing. So that means that there wouldn't be any way for people to just walk through this area where they're in beverages, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thanks.
Staff felt that it was still appropriate to recommend approval of this location, mostly because the drive aisle is quite wide in front of the building, and it is all at the same grade. There is no barrier curb. There's no elevation change there. One of the plan commissioners mentioned, and we were going to follow up and take a little bit more of a look into this, possibly striping an area for pedestrian access. It's something we're still investigating.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
My question is Poor Boys a tenant in that building?
Yes, they are.
So the owner of the property, I assume, is in agreement with this
Yes.
special use? Okay.
Char, you probably need to go on.
Jeff can do that, right?
No, you need to mute yourself.
All right, I think in place of that fence, they used yellow tape out there, and I think the fence looks better. They want it to look better too, more like it's a restaurant for outside.
Well, I appreciate that comment. Also, the fence is required per the liquor license. Currently, we've been allowing just kind of the taped or partial barrier as a part of the temporary outdoor dining. But you are correct that a fence of a certain height, et cetera, would be required per the liquor license.
Motion to accept the recommendation of the Planning Commission?
Second.
Take the vote.
Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger?
Yes.
Trustee Guyer?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling?
Yes,
Trustee Lee?
Yes.
And Trustee Youngerman?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Would everybody okay with putting items B, and D on consent for the next meeting?
I'm fine
Can we
with
do
that.
that?
We can do that if everybody's okay with that. Okay.
Want me to just fire away? All right. So before the board tonight is a professional service agreement between the Village of Montgomery and Engineering Enterprises. This PSA is for the 2021 IRP program. This is for the design phase. Keep in mind that the village board did approve the 5-year pavement management study back at July 13th meeting. So this would be for next year's first year of that 5-year program. This is for, again, the design only. This separate professional service agreement will come at a later date for the construction management portion of this project. One of the key things to take away from us getting started early on this project, as far as design goes for our IRP, is that we have had good luck in the past as far as getting our bids out early in the year and getting good pricing from contractors, as well as getting this work done. So very important for us to keep up with our schedule as far as trying to keep this work group moving forward. This is a budgeted item in the current fiscal year. The total payout for the engineering for design would be $182,975. If there are any questions, I am happy to answer those at this time.
I don't have a question on this piece of this project, but seems like a lot of the bids coming in for really pretty much anything construction are coming in relatively high right now because of sourcing material and those associated costs, especially if there's steel involved, anything like that. Do we have any concerns moving forward this year with that program, with the expected costs of that repaving post-pandemic, or hopefully as we're
I can definitely refer to Engineer Wallers, but I can tell you from, right now, our current, a lot of this is our pricing increases typically come over the winter months. Most price increases become effective January 1st, so it's hard to tell. On the flip side too, I've talked to a few contractors who are also, bidding things a bit on the cheaper side as far as labor goes, because the amount of work has been reduced by a lot of municipalities who've been affected by COVID-19. So I think there's kind of a balance, and I think some of that can take effect. I know in a meeting we recently had, there are some issues with getting materials as it relates to electrical equipment. So anything related to, streetlight, traffic signal integrations or projects are definitely affected. I don't believe that we have any of those as part of the IRP. This year I could double check and get back to you on that, but I don't believe so. So again, I don't foresee at this point in time seeing a huge increase in materials that relate to this particular project.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve professional service agreement with E EEI?
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
yes.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes,
Trustee Lee.
Yes.
And Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Justin, you're on the clear, go ahead.
All right. In front of the board this evening, we have resolution number 2020-019. It is for a $10,000 forgivable loan to perform parking lot resurfacing on its premises. The Montgomery Development Fund Committee is recommending the board approve this tonight. If there's any questions, I can answer those at this time.
No questions. Rich, is this the resolution that's correct?
This is 2020-19 is the correct one, yes.
Okay. Very good. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Vote.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
yes,
Trustee Lee.
Yes.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
And Trustee Betzinger.
Yes.
All right, Justin.
The next
the other
item
one?
in front of the board is resolution number 2020-020. This is a $10,000 forgivable loan. The Montgomery Development Fund is recommending for Main and Webster Partners LLC for 105 North Main Street to replace front and rear steps and railings, exterior doors, and to re-roof the entire building. If there's any questions, I can answer those at this time.
Any questions?
I
If
just want
not,
to
I
point
need a
out,
motion.
hold on, I just want to point out that during the discussion that we had with this, because there's some residential on that property, the costs that, for this work that are affecting the commercial portion are covered by this. We kind of pulled out the residential portion, and the funds still cover, so none of it will be being used towards the residential portion. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Justin, can you repeat that because that was completely muffled? I have no idea what he said.
Do you want me to repeat that, or do you want Doug to repeat what he just said?
I need someone to tell me what
Is
he
this-
said because it was very muffled.
Is it better? Is it better now? Teresa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, yes.
Okay, so when the committee reviewed it, we looked at it because there's also some residential on that property, and we wanted to confirm that these funds, because the funds are not for residential use, they're for commercial use, that the funds will be used for the commercial portion of the property, not the residential portion. So in case someone was looking at the details, the funds are covered on all of the commercial work.
Okay, thank you.
All right, need any more questions? I need a motion on it?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Roll call?
Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger?
Yes.
Trustee Guyer?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling?
Yes,
Trustee Lee?
Yes.
And Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Thank you.
We have no items for discussion tonight, so that takes us to new and unfinished business.
I have an item, please. Just checking in, I know at our last meeting, the walkway that was going from Fairfield Foxmore to Stewart, we were still waiting on approval from ComEd. Oh, thanks, Doug. Where are we on that, and have we gotten approval? Thank you.
We have not currently received approval. We have received a draft of the lease that we are reviewing and working with their legal department on. There's one final item with a review that we're trying to get the finalized letter from as well. We certainly hope to have this wrapped up very quickly.
When you say a lease, what is the cost to the village?
I believe it's very minimal. It's typically a government to another entity, so there's probably some minor legal fee, $10 or something, that's more symbolic than anything. But I do not know that for certain as of right now. I can look into that.
Okay, please, thank you.
Sure.
I have one thing. Just
Go
want-
ahead. Stop.
I just wanted, Denny, just wanted to publicly congratulate Detective Gonzalez on being promoted to sergeant.
Yes, very good. Anything else? I got one quick question. When is the city hall going to be done and opened?
You have an update on the glass?
So the construction of the front counter area has taken place. All the wood millwork has been installed. The glass company came out 2 weeks ago, immediately following the install of that millwork, and did their measure. Again, a lot of things are related to COVID as far as timing goes. They did give us a 3 to 4 week lead time on that. So that is on my list of to-dos this week, is to follow up with the contractor to see if we can get an update on that. So I don't have an exact answer for you right now, Denny, but they do have the measurements and have submitted the order, so we're hoping soon.
Okay. Any other questions? Anything left, Jeff?
Nope, we just have the list of future meetings. Beautifications listed for Wednesday, August 12th. HPC, Monday, August 17th.
Canceled.
Oh, yep, it says canceled. Sorry, I didn't get that far. Village board meeting on the 24th. We have no executive session tonight.
Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Roll call.
Trustee Youngerman?
Yes.
Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger?
Yes.
Trustee Guyer?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling?
Yes.
And Trustee Lee?
Yes. Thank you.